payday, our next payday will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. That will be November 29, I believe. So we're going to double check and make sure for y'all. We got a promo for that coming up sometime later this week or early next week. Anyway, y'all asking what is DWL? Well, DWL is simple. DWL Defined Wrestling League, that is a simulated wrestling show powered by the WWE 2K engine, featuring creative wrestlers created by the fans and our staff, alongside with some creative storyline to keep you engaged and at the edge of your seat. Told by me, the man who messes up a lot of words but still somehow makes it make sense. Your host, the comedian Chef 24/7, obviously. But anyway, man, this is a simulated wrestling show, and what we mean by simulated, we just set up the storylines. As you see, I am not controlling none of the wrestlers, folks. The wrestlers control themselves. We just set up the matches, set up the character personality, tell you the storyline, and let them do the rest. So we hope y'all enjoy tonight, and remember to be defiant. Man, we got a good show tonight. We got the Nightmare Club on the left. They demolish Sophia Mir, which is Sonya Mir's sister, the young lady in the purple, this past week, injuring her. Once again, taking her out. She might be out for another week or maybe two. We don't know. But it seems like coming back from injured reserve, we got the injured reserve. We got the return of Crazy Ace tonight and Zinda Babe, both being two of the victims that was demolished by the Nightmare Club. But tonight, Kelly Luke and Taryn Rage of the Nightmare Club will be taking on Sonya Mir, and the returning Crazy Ace was in the Babe in the corner. That's gonna be one hell of a show tonight. I know for sure. Man, we got so much other action going on tonight. We got CM Saint has been targeted. Everybody is trying to get their hands upon it, and my golly, it's gonna get harsh as things progress for sure. Man, we got a face-off between Tank Brown and my boy, the DWL World Champion, Death Squad. That's gonna be interesting later on tonight. We got the rivalry between the two Queen Power Trip, Romy and Isabella, alongside their newest wicked Jesse TNT, gonna be taking on the Powerhouse with Cadaver Storm in some way, shape, or form. You already know how we doing it tonight, and we got one hell of a main event. We got some good tag team action wrapping up tonight. We got number one contender Jackie Blaze, plus the Intercontinental Tia Tyson and the former Intercontinental Champion Piper Troy taking on Ivy Jackson, Olivia the Diamond, and the DWL $1 Million Champion Sandra O'Grady. And my bad, all respect to Jackie Blaze, the women's hardcore champion Jackie Blaze. But anyway, that's enough for later on tonight. Let's take it to the Defiant ring, baby. Let's take it to the Uprising ring. It ain't Saturday. I gotta snap back. Wednesday night Uprising, baby. Let's jump to the ring. Having difficulties tonight, folks. Should have saw how long it took for the show to start. Anyway, let's get to it, folks. I'm ready. I got my water. And I'm ready to bring that action just like you guys like it. Let's get ready, because it's about to be good. You already see what's going on. The Nightmare Club is coming to the ring. The Nightmare Club, since arriving at All Night Flight, has been on a mission, and that's to destroy the new faces of DWL. In case you didn't know about the Nightmare Club originally was, all three of these people were originally members of DWL. Of course, in case y'all don't know the story of the original DWL, due to a power outage, we lost all the data to our system, which we upload these and stream these games for you on. These episodes and shows. But in that time, we started a new DWL, which is you a part of today. And along the way, we was able to find certain pieces of research to bring some people back. And since they've been brought back into the game, rebooted, they are ready to take down whoever's new. And speaking of new faces, we got Sonya Mir representing one half of the Twin Syndicate. Sister Sophia Mir, twin sister Sophie, was injured by the hands of the Nightmare Club this past week. taking her out yet again, just returning from a wrist injury. But now she's out again, so now her baby sister is here to make things right tonight. And tonight, it seems like she got some backup in the form of people who actually have some issues with the Nightmare Club, and that's Zinda Babe and Crazy Ace, who has been on the injured reserve for the past couple of weeks. And here comes the former women's hardcore champion, the returning Crazy Ace, the returning woman, the most hardcore woman honestly in the ring. I must say, she's strong, she's tough, and she can handle a beat down. She fights for her own, and she make big things happen. And tonight she returns back. She's in the ring. Her and Zinda Babe been on injured reserve, and now they're both clear to wrestle, and this should be interesting. This just might be the Nightmare Club night, and they just might have their number up. Let's see the matches starting already. We see the purple or black on both, but in case you didn't know who my girl Sonya Amir is and who Taryn Rage is, Taryn has the green highlights, folks.
The city of Austin has been buzzing all day in
and Taryn Rage, former tag team member with of course Romy. You'll be seeing her later on tonight, but now part of the Nightmare Club. And since she's been a part of the Nightmare Club, we've seen a difference in my girl Taryn Rage. Because in the original DWL, Taryn Rage was really all about rage, and she still is. But we see some sharpness in those moves now. We see a little more evolution in her character now. She's not all about the showboating. She's not really all about the beatdown. She's about getting the job done by any means necessary. She's an acrobat. She's a daredevil. She takes big risks, and that's a difference from the Taryn Rage of yesteryear.
Unfortunately, her performance here tonight is making it easy.
And Taryn Rage is setting her up. When we see her, and a nice reversal courtesy of Sonya Amir. And Sonya Amir from Algiers, South Africa. I can't help but to say that all the time. Represent to the the North African people. My fault, correction, North Africa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for real. I mean, she's a wrestling prodigy. Her and her sister, twin wrestlers, been wrestling since the age of 9. And now she's just tagged in Crazy Ace. Crazy Ace from Brazil, a Brazilian sensation, a female master luchador. She is very efficient in, and she has a little bit of extra what makes her work. And right now we see Taryn Rage tagging in Country Kelly Luke. And this right here, if you had to say power in DWL, this is power right here. Kelly Luke actually at one point was inches away from becoming possibly the next DWL Women's Champion at one point before the deletion, and now back with a different mindset, with a different mind frame, and they're both being guided by Nightmare Taylor Ryan. And I mean, these young ladies, they're still themselves, but it's a difference. It's a difference in the unity. It's a difference in the feelings. It's a difference in the emotions, and they're starting to show it in the ring. And Crazy Ace fighting back while she got the chance.
Bottom line, she's got to get up. She can't.
And Crazy Ace trying to figure it out, tagging in Sonya Amir. And we see Zinda Babe outside the ring, cheering them on and making sure they're encouraged to keep going. And there go Kelly Luke. There go that country strip of Kelly Luke. And Kelly Luke has to fight. Kelly Luke has to feed her. Kelly Luke has to get the one up on them, because tonight it could all fall flat on their face. And think about it, the Nightmare Club has already suffered a loss already. They can't afford to suffer anymore. They have to make a statement, and they have to make it tonight.
Connects with a counter.
Sonya Amir fighting with every inch of strength she has to teach a lesson to this club of nightmares, this club of fantasy and destruction. When I say fantasy, I mean in the eyes of Sonya Amir, these are people who are thinking if they destroy the new faces, then there would nothing to be standing in the way of conquest in DWL. But I beg to differ. The hearts of these new add-ons, the hearts of who the fans have created and brought in the DWL is like any other, and their hearts beat strong, and they will not be taken down so easy. Crazy Ace Oh, face into the turnbuckle. And mind you, Crazy Ace has just came back after a vicious beatdown and she received several weeks ago, taking her out, literally carrying her out. And speaking of injuries, we got Azrael Licks had been taken out tonight by Death Squad after the match that past week. Didn't do good by Death Squad, but it seemed like Death Squad and my boy Tank Brown will be meeting up later on tonight. But back to the match, we got Crazy Ace. What's she thinking about? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? And she wasted too much time, and Kelly Luke once again getting the upper hand. And the problem is, you gotta stop Kelly Luke. Kelly Luke is all power, no weakness. And here we go, choke slam into the ground, hurting that back and that neck area of my girl Crazy Ace. And here we go once again, the viciousness. And think about it, Crazy Ace is fresh off of an injury. 1, 2, and saved by Sonya Emil. But look at Taryn Rage in showing out a bit of her rage with a spin of rage right there. And here we go, Kelly Luke. The Kentucky Ride.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
My fault, it's called Kentucky Whiskey. My fault, that Kentucky Whiskey slam. 1, 2, 3, baby. Oh man, I don't know if Crazy Ace has re-injured herself or not, but Sonya Emil is trying to figure it out. Crazy Ace is laid out, and the Nightmare Club has just proved their dominance once again. I will say welcome back, Crazy Ace, but it seemed like the welcome just might have been cut short once again. You kind of hate to see that, folks. I had a lot more hoping on this match, a lot more fight that I thought my girl Taryn Reed, that I thought my girl Crazy Ace was going to bring to the fold, but it seemed like tonight it once again wasn't in their card, and the nightmare continues. I mean, it's only a matter of time before they go up the rankings and take out somebody else, but we know that the Nightmare Club is ready and ready and ready and ready and ready to take on more and to cut down on plenty. Oh yeah, we got my boy SCJ coming to the ring, and SCJ has had a lot to be dealing with lately himself. SCJ has had to return of Bishop Reese. When I'm talking about people being rebooted, the data that has been lost, and we're finding some of this old data and reintroducing them to DWL. It seems like immediately we're picking up on some old rivalries, and there's no rivalry bigger than a rivalry between the Reese brothers and SCJ and Benjamin C., the tale of two sets of brothers. And we saw over the past 2 weeks since the return of Bishop Reese, SCJ has been his #1 target. Not even trying to take his hardcore belt, has literally been bringing nothing but misery to SCJ with loss after loss after loss. SCJ managed to pull in a quick win this past week with the team of the Shufflers Cartel, but tonight SCJ comes to the ring, and tonight I'm more than sure he's going to be calling out Bishop Reese. I don't know what's going to happen down the line, but it seemed like they're clashing for a match at DWL Payday. I don't know what's going to happen, but this story is getting more and more personal as we go on. Let's see what SCJ got to say when he hit the ring, baby. All right, we back in the Uprising Arena.
Last time we'll hear from him.
And my boy SCJ is making it into the ring right now. And it looks like he still got a look of frustration on his face. He seems like he's not satisfied with the win he had this past week on DWL Defiant against Bishop Reese. But I know right now SCJ, smug and cocky as he is, have some choice words for my boy Bishop Reese. And just like I said, SCJ is in one heck of a mood. And I know for sure Bishop Reese even saying the fact that they couldn't find the data for his brother Bison Reese, and the fact that he had to watch and see SCJ and Benjamin C come up in DWL, it made him sick to his stomach, and it made him not even want to destroy SCJ for existence. And SCJ talking about his recent title defenses, being able to hold on to that title for quite some time, and now he's talking about the disrespect he's been receiving from Bishop Reese. And he's calling him out. He's calling out Bishop Reese, even calling him a punk ass. Gotta respect SCJ for that. Such harsh words from such a G-man. And here go Bishop Reese. Bishop Reese is back in a big way, baby. And I don't know about SCJ. I wouldn't have literally called Bishop Reese out here. You already see Bishop Reese doesn't even want to be faced near the cameras. Bishop Reese doesn't want to be nowhere around the fans. Only thing Bishop Reese is worried about hurting SCJ. And look at Bishop Reese. And Bishop Reese is having enough of the words that's coming out of SCJ's mouth. And look at him calling Bishop Reese out on his noise, telling him to get to the back and let him finish speaking his mind. He didn't want to see his face. He just wanted to express his words. And once again, we see Bishop Reese enticing SCJ for a fight. He wants to shut SCJ up. He's tired of hearing SCJ's mouth. He's tired of seeing SCJ's face. And he wants to be the one to end the legend that is SCJ. Is SCJ actually requesting? Is SCJ about to put his hardcore title on the line against Bishop Reese? And we got Bishop Reese enticing him even more, saying tonight he's going to make his dreams come true. Is SCJ putting the title on the line, and is Bishop Reese accepting it as the ultimate way to shut up SCJ? There we got SCJ really hitting it, telling him anytime, any place, any pay-per-view. I think it's about to happen, folks. I think the championship belt is being put on the line. And Bishop Reese answers to SCJ by knocking him out with one clear punch, sending a message to SCJ once again that his BS, like he said, he doesn't even want SCJ existing in DWL. Bishop Reese, you got to think about it, the rivalry between the two brothers, the rivalry between the Reeses, the rivalry between SCJ and Benjamin C, those two brothers against two other brothers, and they coming back, and instead of that rivalry, that tag team rivalry, one brother is without his little brother while he watches his rivals, which are both brothers, rise to the occasion in DWL to make something extra out of themselves, and SCJ is fighting back. SCJ say he will not stand down and be my boy Bishop Reese punching bag no more. We about to see it. It's SCJ about to do it. Fly or die, baby. Fly or die. SCJ has just made a statement to Bishop Reese saying that now that the hardcore belt is on the line, you get a different side of SCJ. You get a side of SCJ that will do anything that he has to to keep his belt, that will do anything he has to defend himself. And Bishop Reese answering with a DDT. Everything the SCJ would throw at him, Bishop Reese managed to get up and answer with one DDT to shut it all down. Is this SCJ's future? Is this the future of the hardcore champion? Will it be coming out of the hands of SCJ and slipping into the hands of Bishop Reese?
Coming up, we'll see if the numbers are just too much.
Ooh, and the higher-ups must have had something to do with this one, folks. We had Eddie Caldwell. Eddie Caldwell has said this past week he had a surprise for my boy Buddy Shuffman, and oh my goodness, what a surprise it was. We have a new Mondo Moore and a new Kyle Oxley, both reformatted. You see the looks, suit and tie fitted, of course, with the matching jewel pieces as they claim. It's the pieces that dwells they soul. But it seemed like Eddie Caldwell must have manipulated it, because now they are part of the Hit Squad Mafia. And tonight, these two members are sending a message to my boy Buddy Shuffman, because Buddy Shuffman has to face both of them by himself tonight. The other members of the cartel got held back in the plane, so they couldn't make it tonight. But it seems like Eddie Caldwell made his mafia pool, decided that he wouldn't be at ringside, just his two followers. And tonight we gonna see what happened. Can Buddy Shuffman take out the new Hit Squad Mafia, or will Kyle O and Mondo Moore do Eddie Caldwell's bidding and break Shuffman once and for all? This here is definitely going to be one that you don't want to miss, baby. We're about to go to that Uprising ring. Let's go. And here he comes, my boy Buddy Shuffman. Buddy Shuffman has been the mastermind of the Shuffman Cartel since the reboot of DWL, and we talked about Buddy Shuffman. Buddy Shuffman has been a tough man. He started out as just a simple manager. Actually, as a matter of fact, he was the manager, the first manager of Kyle Oxley and Mondo Moore back when they were the Insiders. And then we seen this fall apart. We saw Kyle Oxley take out Mondo Moore first, but supposedly Mondo Moore and Buddy Shuffman was going to conspire against Kyle O to take him out too. And then ultimately Mondo Moore turned his back on Shuffman as well. Shuffman trained his body, learned how to wrestle so he could get in this ring and prove his point as well. Along the way, he earned the respect of the Dallas fan and earned the respect of Death. And now they are now the part of the new Shuffman's Cartel and the DWL Tag Team Champions. And we got Shuffman spoiling for a fight, and he's getting ready and he's prepared to get in this ring and make something happen tonight. But he has a problem tonight. He has to take out the Hit Squad Mafia Incorporated, baby. Mondo Moore and Kyle Oxley. It's like a full homecoming. Think about it. Look at how different the guys look. No paint on the side of their face. No gouge imagery. Just suit and ties, baby.
It's not necessarily about winning the match. Instead, I think it's more about living to fight another.
And the Hit Squad Mafia, man, I love the looks. I love the style. They're making it into the ring, and look at both of them ready to take on their former query. Ready to prove a point. Ready to destroy. And kicking off this match, Mondo Moore and Kyle Oxley are both attacking at the same time. I don't think it's going to be good for Shuffman. This is more like a mugging and not necessarily a match. And I know Eddie Caldwell has something to do with it. But they're straight off the ring post. Buddy Shuffman doesn't even have no backup tonight. And look at his former colleagues, his former clients, both taking out Buddy Shuffman, giving him something to remember. Kyle Oxley.
Interested to see how he plans to get it done. What do you think?
You know, really, this match can go either way. It's definitely going to be a good one, though.
And Kyle Oxley delivering more punishment and more punishment. And Mondo Moore is loving this moment, just chilling, staying in the ring, while my boy Kyle Oxley does the rest.
Starting to fade. I don't know about you, but I don't like his chances of survival here in this
And once
handicap
again,
match.
Kyle Oxley about to deliver some more damage to my boy Buddy, shoving into the ring post. Oh man, I know that had to hurt. And look at Mondo Moore coming in, not even giving Buddy Shuffman a chance to fight back. Both men are taking him out with extreme prejudice. No problem to take him out, to break him. And that's what they're trying to do. They want pain tonight. They don't just want a pin tonight. And look at Kyle Oxley sending a message to my boy Buddy Shuffman. Look at Mondo Moore making sure he's standing there. Look at the teamwork between both of them.
Literally.
And now it's Mondo Moore turning to look at Kyle Oxley. Both of them don't know which move they want to get hit. But we see Kyle Oxley in his position. We see Mondo Moore in his position. And they both just patiently waiting for Shuffman to get to his feet, for Shuffman to fight back. But it seemed like Shuffman may be dozed off and dazed up right now. What's going on with Shuffman, baby? Can't be no glitch, baby. There we go. We back in the game now. Buddy Shuffman is still trying to fight for it. Mondo Moore is saying not today. And look at Kyle Oxley loving this moment, soaking it in the fans' face, let them know how they feel about the Shuffman's cartel. And Mondo Moore with that suplex.
At this point, his confidence has to be at 0.
Yeah, so this, I would say, is a perfect blueprint for how...
Oh, man, it's stomping into the chest of Buddy Shuffman.
Stops. That's what he was looking. There's the cover. Can he do it?
Ooh, and Buddy Shuffman, the warrior spirit still beat within his heart. Buddy Shuffman for a chance. And another DDT.
He's calling for it.
Oh, and that vicious lariat from Mondo Moore.
He's looking for the win.
And that go to Hit Squad Mafia, sending a message to Buddy Shuffman and his cartel, telling him that there's more pain in his future. Man, I already saw it coming, baby. Mondo Moore and Kyle Oxley manhandling, mistreating Buddy Shuffman with the ounce of disrespect. Man, no love there today, folks. No love there today. And look at Mondo Moore with that vicious lariat taking out the neck of Buddy Shuffman. The Hit Squad Mafia has made Eddie Caldwell proud, because tonight the Hit Squad Mafia made a message be known that they're here and they're going to walk over Shuffman and his cartel.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion.
And look at the friendship. Look at how the Hit Squad, they're loving it. They're loving it. This is a moment right here. This is a moment for them. This is a moment for greatness. This is a moment to claim that they are the best. The Hit Squad Mafia is most definitely the future in DWL. Give me that. Give me it. Give it. Ah. Hold on, man. It wasn't finished. All right. It's time for my favorite part of the night. It's time to add a little poison to the little chaos. You know how we do it here at DWL. I love the chaos because we are defiant. So adding a little chaos to this match. And we know how it's going to go tonight. So get ready for some chaos. Here, take it back. I'm done.
We got one-on-one action coming your
Thank
way
you,
next.
Mr. King
We have
Can.
a real fan favorite against an imposing adversary.
Mr. King Can is not too much talking tonight. He's looking out the window. But anyway, moving on into the match, it seems like we got Guan Bias taking on Adrian Blackwolf, and we know lately that Guan Bias has been fixated on a girlfriend of Faded Fox, and it seemed like a good partnership has formed in the hands of Faded Fox and Adrian Blackwolf. Last week, Guan Bias managed to pull a sneaky win by distracting Faded Fox just enough to get under his skin. And it seemed like Adrian Blackwolf was trying to help, but of course they failed in getting that win last week. But tonight, Adrian Blackwolf, no holds barred, ready to go toe to toe with Guan Bias. And I know one thing, y'all better be ready. Hold on, Mr. Mick. It's Kid Can! Give me the damn thing. Thank you. My fault, wasn't playing the music, guys. How we gonna keep y'all hype on no music? Anyway, get ready because it's about to be a no holds barred match tonight. Okay, I can tell y'all now that okay, and the music clicked off. Alright guys, we're about to get ready to get into this match, baby. And making his way to the ring first, out here ready to honor his good friend, man. Adrian Blackwolf is standing at the pinnacle. And hold on, what's going on? Is that Faded Fox? Faded Fox is attacking Adrian Blackwolf. What did I just miss, folks? Is this the chaos that King Karen was talking about? And look at Faded Fox. Faded Fox is sending a message to my boy Adrian Blackwolf for some particular reason.
He lands the strike with great accuracy.
And my goodness, the disrespect. And Faded Fox is really fighting Adrian Blackwolf right now. I can't believe it. I can't believe they're really going at each other this hard right now to try to prove a point. I don't know what point that Faded Fox is trying to prove, and it finally looks like Adrian Blackwolf has had enough, and it seemed like the little 2-week partnership or friendship or camaraderie that they had is starting to fade away. Why will Faded Fox attack the person who's been helping him against the guy who's been stalking his girlfriend? And Faded Fox interrupting this match, getting under the skin of my boy Adrian Blackwolf, and I don't know about that, but I guess we're going to find out on Saturday night, Defiant. Let's jump back into it. There we go. We got music now.
One match is in the books and we're on to the next.
And it stopped again. Ha! You gotta love the all hurricane internet, baby.
Coming up next,
there we go.
A real fan favorite versus a formidable opponent.
You don't want to miss it.
Anyway, guys, we about to keep jumping into the show. We got Jesse TNT versus Cadaver Storm, and you already know the team captains are in the background. They are clashing once again. This is definitely about to get interesting, folks, because it seems like this just might be the end of the road for these two to determine which one is going to step up above the other. We know Cadaver Storm has beaten Jesse TNT, and we know Jesse TNT has gotten one up on her too. I guess tonight we're going to find out who's the best of the two newest additions. The DWL, we got the ones that been training them, the mentors in the background, the Powerhouse, and the Two Queen Power Trip. But you know that the Two Queen Power Trip wants their hands on BB Watts and Betty Boone, women's tag team champions. And it's only a matter of time for all of these elements blow up at one time and all heck breaks loose, folks. This is definitely about to be interesting. Honestly, my money is on Cadaver Storm tonight. Cadaver Storm has definitely been putting up some devilish strength. She has definitely proven herself to be able to withstand some power. And I think tonight just might be the night that she could pull out the W. But I wouldn't count out Jesse TNT. She still got more. She still got more power. She still got more focus. And she's still learning to be better tonight. So Cadaver or Jesse, there could only be one tonight. Let's settle this once and for all, folks. And remember, later on tonight, we got even more. We got CM Saint coming up in a little bit. Everybody is trying to get their hands on that South American title. So you know CM Saint is about to do all he can to stay afloat. And of course, we got that incredible main event tonight. We got the DWL Women's Hardcore Champion, Jackie Blaze, and the DWL Women's Intercontinental Champion, Tia Tyson, and the former Intercontinental Champion, my girl Piper Troy, taking on Ivy Jackson, Olivia the Diamond, and DWL $1 million champion, Sandro Grady. That's later on. But right now, we about to see who the best between Jesse TNT and Cadaver Storm. Let's take it to the Uprising ring, baby. Man, my girl Jessie TNT is busting out. She ready for some action tonight, folks.
Accompanied by Romy and
Romy and Isabella has been training Jessie. And Romy and Isabella, like I was saying, has been training Jessie to be able to get stronger, to be able to last in these matches, because as they're both learning that they have a long climb ahead. And Jessie TNT has been accepted of that. But tonight, the rivalry between her and Cadaver Storm ends here. Who will be the best in the third round going? One round go to my girl Jessie TNT, one go to Cadaver Storm. But who will win between these two rounds? Between these three matches that they've had in this series, to determine who's going to be the better out of the two rookies. And that go Cadaver Storm with Betty Boone in the background, smiling, loving it how her new apprentice is coming out and showing her worth, showing her strength. And we see BB Watts behind her as they're coaching this young lady as she went into the ring. I do say, I give the Powerhouse credit. They has definitely worked with her in the powerbomb category. They've worked with her in the brawling category. And what you have is a potential champion in the future coming.
Say this match will have a big impact on how the other women view these competitors moving forward.
Without a doubt, Cole. And given how heated the women's
Cadaver
division
Storm
is right now, even a
getting
single
ready to
loss
get into
can
the
set you
ring,
back
ready to face
considerably.
Jessie TNT, and it's about to go down. It's about to go down, folks. And the bell ring, let's go. Jessie TNT and Cadaver Storm all ready to take it on, to take this match on. Hands on, ready to fight it out to see who's gonna be the winner in this best of three series, baby. You didn't even know it was a best of three, because I know the first time Cadaver Storm dominated, the second time Jessie TNT dominated. Now it's the third time these two rookies take on each other in a one-on-one matchup. Who's gonna see who's gonna be the best out of the two? And there go Cadaver Storm once again. You gotta love the tenacity of Storm. Storm with that quick submission. Old Storm with the elbows across the head.
The human body enter a state of human ruin.
Okay, Cadaver Storm trying to get a quick pin. One, and Jessie TNT managed to kick out of
Either
it.
sheer genius or complete
And
stupidity,
Storm
Cole.
taking it to Jessie TNT right now. Jessie TNT with a belly-to-belly to answer back, and a kick to the back to add to that. Storm trying to stay together while Jessie TNT, but Storm is fighting back. Storm with a maneuver of her own, taking Jessie TNT out, almost snapping her neck.
She's licking her chops.
A wise woman would stay down.
And Storm off the ropes with a DDT, taking down Jessie TNT.
She might have it.
And Jessie TNT look like she about to feel some more pain. Courtesy of Storm right there. Look at Storm knocking a win out of Jessie TNT. And Jessie TNT having an opportunity to fight back, having an opportunity to take the win this time. If she could take down Cadaver Storm, but Cadaver Storm is smart. She's calculated. She's definitely learned from BB Watts and Betty Boone. She know how to stay on her feet, as you just saw just now. And what a mean punch to take out my girl Jessie TNT. Oh! And that go to back of Jessie TNT. Cadaver Storm sitting there with elbow after elbow and a face down, baby.
She's got her in her sights.
I mean, on her back, my fault, not a face down. And that go Cadaver Storm. Cadaver is about to give her the business. Oh! And this could be it, folks. 1, 2, 3, and Cadaver Storm showing Jessie TNT once and for all that she is the dominant one. She is the dominant rookie, and Jessie TNT could go back to the drawing board. And I surely thought this was Jessie TNT night, but it seemed that fate had otherwise. Cadaver Storm had the upper hand. Cadaver Storm wanted to show her work. She wanted to show that she was strong enough to take down Jessie TNT. She was strong enough to prove a point that she could beat Jessie TNT, and she did. I don't know where it goes from here, folks, but I know right now BB Watts and Betty Boone are proud of Storm tonight, baby.
Singles win here, guys.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
Alright, guys, and we're about to get ready to move on to the next match, baby. Trying to get my music together. There we go. And we got 2 more matches for you tonight. But before the next match, let's take it to the ring. We got the #1 contender for the DWL World Champion, my boy Tank Brown. And I already know what this is about. He's trying to get to my boy Death Squad, but Death Squad has been enjoying a champion's luxury. Yes, that's right. That's what Mr. King Can has given him. Death Squad is the champion in 2 different organizations, SPCK Wrestling. Go check out my boy Demon Savage with that, and of course DWL. But the champion's luxury, he gets to do what he wants, how he wants, and it seems like the higher-ups wants him to reserve most of his energy and not just waste it in the ring when unnecessary. But tonight, Tank Brown has have a message for my boy Death Squad, and I don't think it's going to be pretty, because last week Tank Brown demolished Azrael Lex in front of my boy Death Squad, and it seemed like my boy Azrael Lex got beat by Death Squad after the match being injured, and now it's Tank Brown's turn to show him when nobody guard and nobody facing you in the front, you could get taken down by a tank named Tank Brown, and it might just be for the DWL World title. Death Squad has a lot to worry about. He better enjoy the championship luxury and hopes it lasts for a very long time. Anyway, Tank Brown is about to come out to the ring, baby. Let's go.
He really loves that mic.
And Tank Brown coming out to the ring, the #1 contender, baby.
Let's find out.
He's a man that normally doesn't say a lot, but it seemed like tonight what he's got to say is going to be very, very, very important. And we've already seen a few clashes tonight. We saw my boy Bison Reese send a message to SCJ by knocking him clear out. And look at him already talking about the champion's luxury, already talking about being booked, already talking about being in a situation where he can't control. And you got to think about the high-ups is definitely listening to this and feeling some kind of way about what he... starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure out what the champion luxury really means for him. It means he gets screwed. And my boy Tank Brown ready to call out that squad, ready to summon him to come face him in the ring. And what that squad is going to do, the champion is actually coming out. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily a match, so he doesn't have to exert himself. He can preserve his energy.
With everything going on,
and Tank Brown
we might see him tonight.
Staring at the DWL World Champion. Staring at the man that he has to face. Staring at a man who may just be able to take the belt away from him. The destructive Tank Brown.
Not making any friends, but not really concerned about it either.
And that squad is over there telling him to think about it. Think about what does this mean to even call him out. It gotta be a better way. Why is he wasting his good time? And look at him telling them, sending a point to that squad. He would have been bored, but he's not. In that squad disrespecting Tank Brown. I don't think that's a good move. I wouldn't really provoke the Tank Brown.
That's for sure.
And Tank Brown is just telling him leave the ring before consequences happen. Doesn't want to hurt him and get fined.
Confidence is good. Arrogance is not. Walking a fine line there.
And you see that Tank Brown is playing the mind games. You see that Squad is playing the mind games on Tank Brown, making Tank Brown get kind of under his skin and out of his element. And Tank Brown is kind of getting unhinged as my boy Death Squad is just calmly getting under his skin and working his nerves.
Showing the proper respect.
And Death Squad standing there listening to Tank Brown, and I don't think that Death Squad is really ready for what Tank Brown has to say. He's just saying Tank Brown has a lot more to learn, and hopefully he learns it by payday.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's confused.
We all know the WWE Universe has been known to go for blood from time to time, and tonight, just one of those nights.
That Squad smiling as he goes to the back. All right, guys, let's kick that music. No?
Things have been interesting for our main event.
Snap, and we already at the main event. Oh, yeah, it's getting even better, baby.
It's a contest where things can get out of hand very quickly. In a match of
all right, guys, and we're about to get into some more action, baby, because tonight we got some tag team action. It seemed like I made a mistake in the programming, and it seemed like we owe CM Saint a match for sure. I thought I was better off on it, but I guess not. We got to give it the high ups. So this is the main event tonight, baby. We got Jackie Blaze, the DWL Hardcore Champion. Jackie Blaze, sorry about that. And the DWL Women's Intercontinental Champion, Tia Tyson, the former Intercontinental Champion, Piper Troy. And these batch of misfits are joining together because tonight they're taking on Olivia the Diamond, who has turned on Tia Tyson. Ivy Jackson, who's interfered in both both Jackie Blaze and Sandra O'Grady's match. And of course, it's odd to see Ivy Jackson on the side of Sandra O'Grady, but tonight they will be working together and they are going to be trying to take down the other team. But can Tia Tyson prove a point to her former partner? And can Jackie Blaze send a message to Ivy Jackson? And can Piper Troy just show any competition that's in her way, that she is the best. We're going to find out which team is the best tonight, who's going to get the upper hand, and it's anybody personal issues with the members of the other team going to get solved tonight, or will it continue to keep rolling as we go on our roll to payday? We're going to find out shortly as we hit the ring, baby. It's DWL Uprising action. Man, we still waiting for it to load up, baby. And I'm ready for it to get down, baby. I'm ready for some action, baby. Alright, guys, we're about to take it to the Defiant Arena. We're about to go to the Uprising Arena, folks. And we're about to find out, can Tia Tyson shut down Olivia the Diamond? Can Piper Troy shut down any competition in her way? And can Jackie Blaze show the $1 million champion what she made of? Or will it be in a losing favor to Olivia the Diamond? Oh, my girl, Ivy Jackson, and the $1 million women's champion, Sandra Grady. Let's go to the Uprising Arena. And here comes my girl, the role model, the face of the women's division for DWL, my girl, Piper Troy.
Guys, we have a huge six-man tag team match coming up here.
For me, Michael, the biggest storyline heading into this match will be whether or not these teams can truly coexist.
And Piper Troy is set for action tonight. She's ready to prove a point, and Piper Troy has a date with Destiny on payday. But it also seems like Olivia the Diamond has a date with Destiny on payday. And it seems that the higher-ups has called it. It will be a triple threat ladder match at DWL payday. It's going to be Piper Troy, Tia Tyson, and Olivia the Diamond for the DWL Women's Intercontinental Championship. And Piper Troy looks fit, ready, and she's energized and had plenty of rest. This should definitely be a good match for her to be involved in. And here she comes, the higher-ups favorite DWL Women's Hardcore Champion, the legendary Jackie Blaze. And I know I say legendary, the first DWL Women's Champion. My bad, correction, the second. The first one was actually Ivy Jackson. But Jackie Blaze has carried the belt 2 times in the form of the DWL Women's Champion and the DWL $1 million Women's Champion. And now she's the DWL Hardcore Champion. But she has a date with Destiny, with the woman who took the belt off of her in the first place, and that woman is Sandra O'Grady. But tonight it's all about the flex. It's all about the upper hand. And tonight, my girl Jackie Blaze may just be able to shut down her opponents tonight, to be able to show exactly what she's made of as the DWL Hardcore Champion. And Jackie, with this new look, shouting out to the Assassin Wrestling Academy. Shout out to her colleagues. My boy Adrian Blackwolf, who was viciously beaten earlier for some reason. And the DWL men's #1 contender, Tank Brown, her fellow graduate brothers. And all 3 of them are here in DWL. And Jackie Blaze has that look, that cold ice look. But you respect the DWL Women's Champion. And the Hardcore Women's Champion, baby. You gotta respect it. Keyword hardcore. That means she get it out the mud, baby. Oh yeah, and it's about to cook up some more. Because here comes the DWL Women's Intercontinental Champion, Tia Tyson, coming to the ring and ready for a fight tonight.
It's now time for a huge six-man tag team match.
And I can't think of any competitors.
And you got to think about it, Tia Tyson is definitely confused and bewildered from last week. Olivia the Diamond returned. Exactly what this means. Ivy Jackson already knows exactly what this match is hitting for. Ivy Jackson already knows that she got to win.
Written all over it.
And Ivy Jackson has been kind of in a foul mood lately. Ivy Jackson losing to Sandra O'Grady. Her and Jackie Blaze having a 5-star classic match 2 weeks ago, only for Jackie Blaze to beat down and humiliate Ivy Jackson. Ivy Jackson waited for the right moment to teach a lesson, and Ivy Jackson came in to interfere last week, and Ivy Jackson made herself a target in Jackie Blaze's path. And here comes Olivia the Diamond. Stand up and show your respect.
Given the participants, this match might very well steal the
Marvel
show,
and Gaze, not Glaze. I ain't talking about donuts, boy. I'm talking about gaze. Appreciate, admire, pay attention to. Look at the glow of Olivia the Diamond, and Olivia the Diamond with a dream. Olivia the Diamond with a motivation, and Olivia the Diamond for what means to really be successful and to really come back and win that Women's Intercontinental Champion. She is capable of it, and she can do it. She can win it. She can exercise the people that bother her, but it takes effort. And who is coming out next? In case y'all didn't know, I know who it is. It's the $1 Million Women's Champion, baby. Sandra O'Grady.
And their partner from Queens, New York, the $1 Million Women's World Champion, Sandra O'Grady.
Six-man tag team action coming up next, guys.
Sandra
Both these
O'Grady
teams come into this
is
match
clearly
incredibly
focused.
confident. But
She's clearly focused on her target.
They're gonna have their
She's not worried about
confidence by the end
that.
of
No.
this one.
She's not worried about playing as a team favorite. She's not worried about all of that. All she's worried about is continuing holding that belt, continuing being the $1 Million Women's Champion, and continuing laying waste to any opponent that comes in her way. That's what O'Grady is all about. That's what O'Grady will is, and that's what O'Grady is doing. And O'Grady is prepared for this battle, just like all the rest of them. And it seemed like Troy and Jackson is kicking it off. Shades to Jackson. To Troy debut from not too long ago on the original DWL. But right about now, Olivia the Diamond is watching, and she's stalking as Piper Troy take place to my girl Ivy Jackson. And Piper Troy kicking the chest area of Ivy Jackson and following with a clothesline. And look at my girl O'Grady ready to mess up everything. But Piper Troy delivering a little bit of brand justice to everybody that's in this ring. Anybody.
Willing to do just about anything to get to the top.
And once again,
that's the way it should
the
be here in
slaps,
WWE.
the punches.
One thing I can say
Piper
about
Troy
her is if she
trying
does
to get
get
your
beat,
attention.
it won't be because of a
And there
lack
go
of
Piper Troy
preparation
with
or
that
effort.
pipe bomb. No, it did not work, baby. My girl Ivy Jackson shook back like a can of beans, baby. And Ivy Jackson setting up with something vicious. And Ivy Jackson kick to the face. And Ivy Jackson is about to bring it to the corner. Who is Ivy Jackson tagging? Olivia the Diamond, and Olivia the Diamond allowing that boot to meet the face of Piper Troy. Now what is Olivia thinking? Oh. And Olivia the Diamond. Today may be the wrong day, but it seemed like I was wrong. And Olivia the Diamond is still on her feet as she tagged Tia Tyson, the former tag team champions, are in the ring at the same time. And the fight is really about to commence. Tia Tyson wasting no time, mixing and blending on Olivia the Diamond. The Diamond in the rough is starting to feel the pain right now.
Desperately trying to get there. It is.
Oh man, and Sandra O'Grady watching on the outside as Tia Tyson made a message happen, but Ivy Jackson has just speared, and with a drop kick to Tia Tyson, and Ivy Jackson with another spear. Ivy Jackson is laying waste and sending a message to the Intercontinental Champion, a kick to the back. Ivy Jackson looking like there's no tomorrow for my girl Tia Tyson.
It would be crazy to expect her to go through this entire match without taking on some punishment. I don't even think Saxton thought that would happen.
Sounds like this crowd is starting to get behind her, which shouldn't come off as much of a surprise,
Ivy
given how much
Jackson.
admiration they have for her as a person.
And Ivy Jackson is still giving it to Tia Tyson. Ivy Jackson with a German suplex. Ivy Jackson hitting her with another one. Can I get three more? Can I get one more, sir, to make the three? And there we go. One more to make the three, and with three German suplex. My girl